Imagine you're sitting at your kitchen table. You've worked 35 years, you've paid into Social Security your entire career, and now, just as you're finally close to retirement, someone in Washington wants to put a ceiling on how much you can collect. That's exactly what the $50,000 Social Security cap proposal would do. And today, I'm going to tell you what it actually means for your retirement and what to do about it. Before we get into the numbers, I need to tell you something the headlines are missing. Most news coverage frames this as a tax on wealthy retirees, a cap that only affects people pulling six figures in Social Security benefits. But here's what nobody is saying. That $50,000 threshold is not indexed for inflation, and that one sentence is the reason every middle-class retiree should be paying attention right now. Here's what I mean. Back in 1983, Congress decided to tax Social Security benefits if your income exceeded $25,000 as a single filer. That threshold made sense in 1983, but they never adjusted it for inflation. So today, decades later, millions of middle-class retirees with modest incomes are paying taxes on their Social Security. That was never the intention. The $50,000 cap could follow the exact same pattern. What starts as a ceiling for high earners slowly pulls in the middle class, year by year, quietly, as wages rise and the threshold stays frozen. So whether this affects you today or in 10 years, you need to understand this now. So let's break this down clearly. What is this proposal? In simple terms, this would limit Social Security benefits to $50,000 per year for individuals, that's roughly $4,166 per month, and $100,000 per year for married couples. Now, the Social Security Administration's average benefit right now is around $1,900 per month. If you're at the average, you're nowhere near $50,000 annually. I get it. But here's where it gets important. To maximize your Social Security benefit, to actually reach that $50,000 ceiling, you'd need to have earned at or near the Social Security wage base for 35 years straight. We're talking $160,000 or more per year, consistently, for decades. Most people can't do that, and that feels reassuring. But this is exactly where I see the biggest behavioral mistake retirees make. They hear, "This doesn't affect me right now," and they stop paying attention. And that's when policy changes sneak up on them. The real question is not, does this cap affect me today? The real question is, does this change how I should be building my retirement income? And the answer to that, for almost everyone watching this, is yes. Let me give you 3 types of retirees who need to pay attention. See which one sounds like you. Type 1, the high earner. This is the obvious group. If you've spent decades earning $150,000 or more consistently, your projected Social Security benefit could be close to or at that $50,000 ceiling. This cap directly hits your retirement math. You need to review your income plan now. Type 2, the middle-class professional. Maybe you're a teacher, a nurse, a mid-level manager who worked their way up. You've been consistent, you've earned decent money, you feel safe. But remember, no inflation indexing. In 10 to 15 years, as wages rise, more middle-class workers could get pulled into this cap. Sound familiar? That's the exact same story as the 1983 taxation threshold. Type 3, the dual income couple. If you and your spouse both have solid earning histories, even if neither of you individually earns anywhere near a high income, your combined benefits could push toward that $100,000 couple cap faster than you expect. What do all 3 have in common? They're all asking the same question they should have been asking all along. Am I too dependent on Social Security as my primary retirement income source? And that brings me to the behavioral side of this, which is the part most financial channels skip entirely. I want to introduce you to something I call the certainty illusion. It's the deeply human tendency to treat a government promise as a mathematical guarantee. We know Social Security could change. We've known it for decades. It's been in the news for years. But our brains take that number on our SSA.gov statement, that projected monthly benefit, and treat it like a locked-in contract, something permanent, something certain. It's not. And this isn't pessimism. I believe Social Security will be there for retirees, but I also believe what it looks like in 10 years may be different from today. The people who plan for flexibility instead of certainty are the ones who retire with real peace of mind. The certainty illusion is what makes policy changes feel like a surprise, even when they've been discussed for years. Proposals like this one don't appear overnight. They're debated for years before anything happens. And the people who were paying attention, they had time to adjust. The people who assumed everything would stay the same, they didn't. Don't be the second group. Okay. So you understand what this cap is, who it affects, and the psychological trap that catches most people off guard. So what do you actually do? 3 steps. Write these down. Step 1, know your number. Go to ssa.gov right now and check your projected benefit at age 67 and age 70. Log in with your My Social Security account. If your projected benefit at age 70 is approaching $3,500 per month or more, you are closer to this conversation than you think. Knowledge is your first line of defense. Step 2, run a stress test on your plan. Ask yourself one question. If my Social Security benefit were 20% lower than projected, could I still retire on my timeline? If the answer is no, that's your signal to start building more income flexibility now. That means looking at Roth conversions, dividend income, or a more structured withdrawal strategy. Step 3, don't react, prepare. This is a proposal. It has not passed. Do not make major financial decisions based on a proposal. But do use this moment to review your plan. Because the retirees who win aren't the ones who predicted every policy change. They're the ones who built plans flexible enough to handle change, whatever that change looks like. The $50,000 Social Security cap proposal may or may not become law. That's for Washington to decide. But the conversation it's forcing, that one is on you. Are you too dependent on Social Security? Is your retirement income plan flexible enough to absorb change? Are you watching, not to panic, but to plan? If this video helped you see something you hadn't thought about before, share it with someone within 10 years of retirement. They need to hear this. I'm Clara Morgan. I'll see you in the next one.